Dublin recently, which was amazing. So I've
great.
so many jealous friends at home. But of course, we're here to talk about Runner Runner, which is amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, you are just so convincing in the role as Richie, the gambling wizard. Did you have to do a lot of research and really knuckle down to get in with the role?
I did not know a lot about online gaming prior to this movie. That's kind of one of the great things about making movies is you get to learn about these worlds you'd never know about.
Yeah.
I've played a little poker in my life. I'm not a big poker player either, but I do have a really good friend who's a big poker player and also plays online. So
you could have a little game against each other now.
I kind of shadowed him a little bit, so he showed me a lot of how it all goes down. And
right. Okay. So on the back of this movie, you could go to Vegas and absolutely clean up.
I'd probably not.
Really?
I don't.
Well, it's very convincing,
I know
so
how.
that's a good thing.
I know how to do it, but I'm probably not that good at it.
Okay. It's really great to see you take on so many unpredictable and varying roles. Like, we really never know what you're going to do next, and you've already worked with Fincher and the Coen brothers. Is there a particular career trajectory that you have in mind as an actor now going forward?
No, I don't think so. To be honest, you know, I've always looked at myself as a musician first. I've always wanted to be involved in film, but I think at this point in my career, I just feel lucky enough to pick projects that are inspiring in different ways. You do different things for different reasons, but I think if you can continue to be inspired by, you know, or a little bit afraid of each character you play. Then I think you're probably you're making a more interesting choice.
And is there anything now that you're dying to get your teeth into? I did read somewhere that you'd be interested in playing a villainous character if the opportunity came up.
You know, it is fun to play the villain. There are all different types of villains. I played the villain in Social Network.
Yeah.
If we're doing the archetypal thing. And in an interesting way, played sort of a villain in Alpha Dog. That answer was brought more out of someone asked me the question if I'd ever want to be a superhero, and I said no. I don't want that type of pressure.
All right, I read that if you had to pick a role, you might be interested in the Riddler or something, but maybe that was just
no. It was more that answer was more prodded than like some sort of proclamation.
Okay. We can never trust what we read.
No, you certainly can't.
We can't. Now, you probably get asked this all the time, but between all of the acting and the 2 albums this year and the tour, which I have to say was unbelievable in Dublin, and all the work with Jay-Z and the VMA performance as well, which is amazing. How in the hell do you keep all those plates spinning and stay so grounded?
I think it's important to take time in between, you know. Days off are important.
So what's your perfect day off?
You know, just being with the family, or being on a golf course, or doing something that's got a little bit of a slower pace, just to offset the hectic pace that you're zeroing in on.
Now, you're one of few people who has made such a brilliant transition from like a teen star into an adult star with relative ease, and at the moment everybody is so obsessed with the Justin Biebers and the Miley Cyrus and really interested in how they're making that transition. If you had to give advice to anyone who finds fame at a young age and how to stay on the rails, what would you say that is?
Well, I think the people you mentioned are, you know, I think they're just fine.
Yeah.
I think that this happens every cycle with young people. I was the subject of it when I was younger. So the hypothesis is always out there. But I don't know. I don't know that I have any particular advice other than you know, I was young once, and I didn't want to hear anything anyone wanted to tell me. So, you know, I don't know really what I have to offer other than, you know,
hard work, obviously.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'd go with that one. That's a good rule.
I answered it for you.
Hard work, but I think also too, if you can answer the question why you're doing something versus what, when, how, where. If you can answer the question why, and that feels like progression rather than just even staying in the same place, if you feel like that's moving you forward, then you're probably making an interesting, you're probably making the best choice.
And before I let you go, for all my very jealous friends at home, can we expect you back in Dublin anytime soon?
Yes.
Because you're a big Guinness fan, aren't you?
Define soon.
Well, like within the next year or two?
Yes.
Brilliant. Okay,
Yes,
thank you so
absolutely.
much.